Good afternoon and welcome to Sailing Around Britain with Yacht Wakari. We're on our way around the Lewin Peninsula. We left Caernarfon this morning at 9 o'clock. We came through the bar there. We've come along the west side of the peninsula, all under engine unfortunately, but the wind was on the nose. But we've come round the Barnsley Sound here at low water slack time, which means that the water's not going one way or the other, so it was coming quite fast along here and then it slowed down to slack, and we zipped through here in between the island, Barnsley Island, and the mainland. The area is quite some interesting names, like the Devil's Teeth and the Devil's Ridge here, and up here we've got the Hell's Mouth. So some very interesting names, which we've been told, reliably informed, is where in the early shipping days ships would come up here in the dark and think they were coming round the corner under sail, big barges and things, and clippers and things, and then realise they got it wrong and they couldn't get out, and they would be wrecked on this bay here. So this is why this was called the Hell's Mouth. So they should have come round here and up there. Anyway, we're on our way. We're making our way under sail, which is lovely. It's nice and peaceful and quiet, and we're going past Abercastle and up to Pwllheli for the evening, on our way down to towards Fishguard, slowly but surely. Just a quick pan out so you can see what's around us. This is the bay. And in the distance is Abercastle, and as we pan round, you be able to see a couple of the bays towards Barnsley Sound. I'll just come round here, and then in the background you have Barnsley Island and the Sound. We're very pleased to have on board Norman, who's come along for a little while to join us on our little adventure. Afternoon to you, Norman.
Hello, Neil.
And we came round from Caernarfon this morning, and it was wind against tide. It was bashing and horrible, and all three of us are thinking, why are we doing this again? And now, as we came round the corner through Barnsley Sound, we've now got a wind come from the south coming across, and we were Broad Reach, and we're sailing along at 5.5, 6 knots. Which is absolutely lovely. The sun's been out, there's lots of clouds about, but there was a big question about whether we would leave this morning. Was it going to be a bit too rough and windy? And I think we're glad we did. We got through what could have been a quite a nasty area, but once again, with local knowledge, we got through, and we're now enjoying the fruits of that. Some of the hills out on our left-hand side here, they remind Sean and I very much of areas of Scotland we were sailing in, so it's lovely to see that beauty here as well. And I know lots of people know that, but for us it's the first time, so we're certainly enjoying that and making good progress towards Pwllheli. Well, we're back in Pwllheli, starting on our journey again after 2 weeks worth of really strong winds that have stopped us. We've been home, we've had COVID, we're now fully fit and raring to go, get the boat provisioned tomorrow, and then off we go back out across Cardigan Bay down towards Fishguard. Good morning from Pwllheli on a lovely sunny morning. It's 6:30 in the morning. We left Pwllheli up here at 5 a.m. That's the earliest we could get out over the bar. We had about 0.3 millimeters under, or 0.3 meters rather, underneath the keel. We came out and we're heading down at the moment on a course of 188 degrees to our first marker, which is the causeway, which is down here in Cardigan Bay. Once we get to there, we're going to adjust our course slightly to cross Cardigan Bay and off this particular chart and onto the other side down towards Fishguard. So it's a beautiful morning. We're not expecting very much wind, but we've got the sails up because there's about 8 knots of wind, which is lovely. But we need to get moving. Unfortunately, it's a long journey today. It's about 65 miles, which is going to take us at least 12, if not 13 hours. So sails are up, aiding the engine, but we are motor sailing at the moment. But it's a beautiful morning, which I'm very delighted to share with you. Look at this. Fantastic. Sailing along for the last part of the afternoon, engine off, beautiful peace and quiet. We have underneath the sails Duncansbury Head. To the right under the sail is over here Fishguard, which you can't really see as an entrance, but on the chart that's where it is. And a bit further round is St David's Head. We've got about another hour to go. We've got nice westerly wind this afternoon. We had easterly this morning, we've got westerly this afternoon. It's about 7 knots of wind, and the car is powering along at 5.5 knots. So we make our way towards our anchorage for the night. Head. In very calm weather. There's a busy little Abercastle as we're coming in after sailing across the bay. On the right we've got lots of swimmers, and on the left we have, on the right we've got paddleboarders, on the left we've got a whole lot of swimmers. Lovely.